Dear friends, welcome back to my channel. Let's read. We were reading Ismat Chughai's written story, Muqaddas Farz. Today we'll be reading the last and final part of this story, part 3. Let's begin with the story. Jawad, Siddiqui Sahib remarked, I don't agree with this new point you have raised. But perhaps the law? Do hell with the law. I want to get even with Sethji. We'll have a nikah, even if I have to go to jail for it or be hanged. He made a fool of me in front of everyone, and I'm not going to ignore that. Why? What's the problem? The mother interjected. What's the hitch if both are Muslim? My wife is right. She's a Maulvi's daughter after all, and she beats everyone at rummy too. Samina pipped in. Be quiet, you wretch. Stop interfering. Maulvi Sahib arrived giggling at first. Samina finally assumed a serious expression and covered her head. Tashar was offered a Karakuli cap the photographer had brought back from a recent visit to Pakistan, and seeing him handsomely decked out, Samina's eyes lit up provocatively. Both received the honor of accepting Islam, and both experienced difficulty reciting Arabic verses. From Quran, Tashar was visibly nervous. Maulvi Sahib was a good-natured man. The atmosphere was just right, and Jawad Sahib agreed to act as a counselor from the girl's side. One other person was needed to act as witness. Let Ammi be the witness, Samina suggested, speaking for her mother. Then we'll require one more woman. Why? One man's testimony is equal to that of two women. But if we can use the houseboy Shakura instead, Ammi is more important than 10 Shakuras. This isn't fair, Sabina stubbornly asserted. Be quiet, you girl. Don't keep butting in. There's the girl's father. Can I be a witness? A startled Siddiqui Sahib inquired. Of course. Maulvi Sahib was a little disappointed. Residents of large and fancy bungalows were so unreliable. Here was this man, a professor, and knew nothing about his own religion. The nikah ceremony took place. Sweets were distributed. The photographer was snapping away at every stage of the ceremony. The photographic session would have been a complete success if a shot of the couple affixing their signatures had also been included. Such a shot would definitely succeed in scraping knives over Sethji's heart. The photos were splashed across the morning papers along with the news that the couple was leaving for Bombay that morning, from where it was said husband and wife were to depart for England. The report indicated further that, God willing, they would perform Hajj before they returned home. Rooms had been reserved at the Ashoka Hotel for the wedding night. Family and guests accompanied the bride and groom to the hotel. It was nearly 2 when the bride's family returned home. Everyone immediately fell into exhausted slumber. Siddiqui Sahib realized for the first time how difficult it was to marry off a daughter. All their lives, parents wrestled with the fear of this one special day. A sense of victory made him feel light-hearted the next morning. Jawad Sahib had indeed given a delicious twist to the whole matter. The paper must be in Sethji's hand by now. Surely he stayed up for prayers after his ritual morning bath. Siddiqui Sahib's heart danced with joy. I say, Sethji's newfound relative, are we going to get any breakfast today? Jawad Sahib stood in the doorway. Why, you appear 6 inches taller. How grand you look. Not just 6 inches, a foot at least. By God, I've vanquished a pernicious rival. How riled up he must be. What do you think? Shall we have a breakfast at the Ashoka? What a wonderful idea. And what do you say, my dear? You know, I never take too long to get ready, his wife replied. The 3 of them arrived at the hotel. Sir, they have checked out, the clerk at the front door said. What? Where have they gone? When did they leave? They sent for a taxi immediately after you left. I told them again and again they could stay here until tomorrow night. But as soon as they had finished the phone conversation. Phone conversation? Where? What? It was a call to Allahabad. I connected them up with myself with some Sage. The three of them were stunned into momentary silence. So, they have run out on us, have they? Did they say they were going to Allahabad? No, sir. They didn't mention anything like that. He's going to raise a storm again, the rogue. Did Tusher make the call? Yes, sir. I mean, both did. They were together in the booth for nearly 25 minutes. Oh, and yes, they left a letter for you, sir. The envelope was heavy, or maybe Siddiqui Sahab's grasp was flattering. The letter was in English and contained two different kinds of handwriting. Samina and Tashar had taken equal space to express their ideas. And the letter read, Dear Papa, Mummy, and Uncle Jawad, the best thing to do is to go away. No, not to Allahabad, for there too, a stubborn father and a hysterical mother await us. Like decent people, we spent 4 years getting to know each other well and then opted for a civil marriage. After a great deal of serious thought, I'm not very brave, but Samina is a real coward. No, that's not true. I had suggested in the very beginning that we elope, run off somewhere far from here. That's why I called my father in Allahabad. Lovingly, he beseeched us to come home. Your mother is crying your heart out. Come and calm her down, he said. And when we got there, he made us go around the holy fire. We thought, so what? This ceremony isn't going to kill us. But he played other tricks on us as well. We put up with everything. And then, Papa, you arrived on the scene. You are such a good actor. How genially and amicably you convinced Papaji. I was so touched. My father so broad-minded, I told myself. Papaji had managed to whisk us off to Banaras with the help of his cronies. First, it was Papaji who waved the magic wand at us, but when you warmly expressed forgiveness and brought us to Delhi, you too exposed yourself as someone really pretty. You too also made us dance like monkey and its mate. And we took it. We took everything as a big joke, that comic drama too. Don't worry, we are not going to give away your secret. Tomorrow morning, when Papaji looks at the newspaper, there'll definitely be an explosion. No, we only said goodbye to them. Goodbye to all of you too. No, you don't want to know where we are going. If we have hurt you, please forgive us. No, but we haven't hurt you. It's you who have caused us pain. You are the ones who should apologize. You have made us a laughing stock. What kind of parents are you who make your children dance like monkeys to any tune you like? I've told Papaji we don't subscribe to any religion, and now I'm telling you the same thing. We have no religion. All religions are gifts from the same Bhagwan. They are all for the mankind. He's also called God. You know his name, Allah, but we know his 1,000 other names. The letter ended with their signatures. The girl's mother began to cry noisily. Siddiqui Sahab proceeded to make caustic remarks about women's tear. Jawad Sahab scratched his pipe intently, almost as if he were trying to somehow disappear into it. After all, he was the formulator of this special prescription. Who was to say which ingredient had proven ineffective, diminished the prescription's potency, and subsequently reduced the worlds of the two sets of parents to desolation? Dear friends, by this we come to an end of the story Muqaddas Farz. Please stay tuned for another stories, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe the channel.